This strategy works every day, and I've become $10,000 richer this month thanks to it, in the morning, afternoon, or evening. It doesn't matter if you have at least 10 minutes, you just open my checklist and follow it until you earn as much as you need. I understand that trading can be difficult, but I ask you to give me 2 minutes of your time and you will not only understand how it works, but also make money. Now let me explain step by step how to make profitable trades easily. Today I am trading on the pocket option platform, but you can use any broker. First of all, we need to switch to a candle type of chart. This is a very important step. The second step is to add one indicator. You may have heard about this indicator, but now I will show you the settings that really work. I don't know it happened, but when I use a period of 10 here, a period of 30 here, and also 10 here, the indicator starts to work really accurately. In the styles, we can turn off the histogram and make the MACD line thicker. If you didn't understand any of this, just set the same settings as mine and click the save button. Next, in the third step, you need to determine the trend. Friends, this is very simple. Pay attention to the chart. It constantly moves up and down. Sometimes there are moments when the chart moves up for a long time and then moves down for a long time. And as it is now, it is moving up again for a long time. This is the trend. In this case, we have an ascending trend. In this case, a descending trend. So with the help of the MACD indicator, our task is simply to identify the change in trend. The MACD line helps us with this. Look closely. We have a green line and a red line. It's very simple. There are just two lines that intersect at certain points. For example, here the indicator is at the bottom. And as you can see, our trend is descending. When they intersect, we understand that there is a change in trend. Specifically at this point where the indicator lines crossed, we understand that the trend changed from descending to ascending. Therefore, our task is simply to join this trend. Let me open the first trade and you will see how easy it is. Guys, I found a perfect situation for you. Let me open a trade for a decrease right now and explain to you why and how you can repeat this. I'm starting with $50 today, all in order to prove to you that even with a small amount of money, you can make money in real terms. Now let's return to my step-by-step plan. We have the candlestick chart. We have set up and added the indicator. So let's move straight to the third point, which is determining the trend. I hope everyone can see that we have an upward trend here, meaning that in this specific area of the chart, the price is rising with green candles indicating a constant increase. Next, what do you need to notice is the crossover on the indicator that we just added. This crossover where the red and green line intersect occurs at the upper part. This indicates that our trend is changing from upward to downward. So I am opening a trade for a decrease, meaning I am placing my prediction that within the next minute the price will go down. And indeed, that is what happens. Let me show you everything clearly once again. When our lines cross from below, it indicates that an upward trend will soon begin, and it indeed occurs. Previously, we had a downward movement, the lines crossed, and now the chart is moving upwards. You can also notice that the lines are gradually moving upwards as well. Currently, we are experiencing a crossover at the upper part of the indicator. This means that a trend change is happening, and I don't know how long the chart will, continue to move downwards. It may, drop rapidly or only undergo a slight correction. It doesn't matter. The most important thing is that after the crossover, we definitely enter a trade and make a profit. And now an information for those who are just starting and may be confused even in the basic information that I just told you. Look, I have a special Telegram bot in my channel that can send you signals by analyzing more than 30 currency pairs. You just need to follow the link in the description, click the enable signals button, and you will receive signals for 2 hours. Make sure to turn on notifications and you will get amazing signals like this. The bot accurately predicts market reversals, which is exactly what we are doing right now, using the MACD indicator to forecast trend changes and get profit from it. Look, there is going to be a fantastic opportunity to enter the market. I'm going to analyze it again using my checklist. I am opening a trade for an upward movement. Why? Let's move on to the third point, because as I mentioned, we have the candlestick chart type and indicators. Now let's focus on the indicator itself. We see a crossover that is located at the bottom of this indicator. We pay attention to the trend, so we look for the trend, which is currently downward. Accordingly, right now our trend is changing from downward to upward. Therefore, we are opening a trade for an upward movement after this crossover. Just follow these simple steps. Don't overthink it. Just open the trade based on the rules I'm sharing with you, and you will definitely achieve results. Great. Our second trade is closing at a profit, and we already have $184 on our balance sheet. Well, I am preparing to open the third trade. This trade will be a bearish forecast, and it's quite simple here because you have my checklist. So we have an uptrend. I think everyone can see that. Most likely it will soon change to a downtrend, which is why I'm making this prediction. But why should it change to a downtrend? Pay attention to the MACD indicator and the crossing of its 2 lines. This is happening at the top of the chart, where we understand that the trend is likely to change. The lines should develop roughly in this way. The chart will start showing us a correction or a trend reversal, and our bearish forecast right now could bring us $353. I just opened this currency pair and I believe there is a good opportunity to enter a buy trade right now. I am sure that if it makes sense to explain it, but there are absolutely the same reasons for opening this trade. There is a crossing in the MACD indicator, and we are likely to see an increase here. After the downtrend, we will also likely start to see an uptrend developing. So I'm opening a buy trade for 1 minute and we will wait for the result. Such a good trade that brings me $677 in my balance. I will probably open another buy trade since the market is just confirming its intentions. We have formed 3 green bullish candles, and I hope that the 4th candle will also be green, and we can make a profit from this. Friends, I am very happy that I managed to achieve a great series of 3 trades, and it's all thanks to one signal. Let me find the last trade for you to reinforce all the material we've covered. I currently have a great opportunity to enter a short position. I believe that everyone who has been paying close attention to this video understands the reason behind my decision. We are now ready for a correction after a small upward trend, and right now we are bouncing off a resistance zone, which only confirms my assumptions about the downward trend. Damn it, guys. This was an extremely risky trade, and unfortunately it closed for us at break even. We ended up with a return, which seems to be a sign that it's time to wrap up trading, because in reality I turned $50 into over $1,050. I don't remember the last time I was so lucky, because all my trades today closed in profit except the last one. I'm not complaining at all, but keep in mind that I traded very aggressively today. Therefore, If you decide to try this strategy on your wheel account, use a maximum of 5% of your balance on any single trade. No strategy guarantees you a 100% win rate. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and you will find me to answer to the questions. The link is in the description. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you all for watching this video, and goodbye.